Hey, what's up, guys? So just made it to LAX and we are getting prepared to board. And so here's my flight. It is on time. It is just sitting here ready for us to leave. And so I was able to get here a lot earlier than expected. I upgraded last year to the TSA contactless. I forgot what it's called, but ultimately they just took a snapshot of my face and I was able to walk straight through security. So it was nobody in front of me. I got through security in 5 minutes, which means that I'm cool because I beat the LA traffic, but that also meant that I was sitting here for almost an hour and 45 minutes, but grabbed some Starbucks, got a little snack. I wasn't that hungry before I left, probably because I was ripping and running and making sure that my son had everything that he needed. But nevertheless, I'm here. I got my laptop up on my Wi-Fi. I made all of my documents, really important, available offline because you never know what could happen to the internet while you are in the air. And because it is still early, like 3 o'clock on the West Coast, and I'll land almost at midnight, I have plenty of things to do so that I can actually enjoy the city when I get there and also enjoy Walt Disney World. So if you're new here, my name is Dr. TK, clinical psychologist, therapist, business coach, wife, and mom. And I will be doing a day at Walt Disney World tomorrow, a full day with a hopper pass solo. And I'll be taking y'all along with me. And then also I'll be checking into a new resort this evening. So I'll give you a room tour and I'll then be headed off to New York. And so this will be a multi-part series. If you have not caught already the Pack with me, where I was taking you behind the scenes of ripping and running and getting ready to host an event on Monday, which is at the last leg of my trip. Make sure to go check out the first part of this vlog series. But without further ado, let me go ahead and eat my Starbucks and get ready for this trip.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on me?
Hey, great day, y'all. So just made it to All Stars Music and I am in room 8509. I am in the Broadway building. It is in the back, but one of the things that I love is that I'm actually right off of 34th and Broadway, and I think this is so aligned considering that in 2 days I'll actually be in the real New York. So I'm gonna take you on a room tour and then I'm gonna get unpacked because it is literally 1 a.m. in the morning, even though in California it is 11 o'clock at night. And so I'm pretty wired, I'm pretty woke. And so let me take you on a tour of my room. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, you have the themed out curtain over to the left. This is typically a place where you can also move any luggage and or chairs, but I'll show you that in a second. Then you have your beverage cooler and little area over here where you can stack up your snacks. So I'll definitely be doing that. You have your coffee maker, you have the Joffrey's typical coffee with the blend, you have some teas, and then all of your tea accessories. And then you just have an empty drawer right here. And then you have a beverage cooler. So one thing to keep in mind when you are coming to Disney World, if you are not in a deluxe resort, make sure that you do not put anything in here that cannot sit in, it needs to be super cold. And so I got like sodas, some blooms, and something that's gonna last me literally 36 hours. Then you have, of course, your dresser area, and they have a lot of plugs from the regular plugs all the way to the USB. The one thing that I am noticing that it's missing is the UBC, like the smaller one. So make sure that you bring your outlet. Then you have a beautiful greeting on the television. So welcome home, Rudd family, even though I'm by myself. If you are celebrating something, they will put something on the TV screen for that as well. And then of course, we are at All Stars Music. And then down here, you actually have the extra pillows and blankets because there is technically 2 beds in here, and then you have your traditional safe, and then of course the holy book. Then you do have three dressers. Now, typically, if I were staying here more than a day and a half, I would actually use these to put all of our clothes in here in our packing cubes, not just literally in the drawer. And it's enough. We've slept in here with us and our two kids, me and my husband, just for like 2 to 3 nights, and it was enough room. Then you have more room over here again. You can store your luggage or any other things that you have. And then right before you go into the bathroom, I really love these hangers. Now, I have seen some people say that they hang bathing suits up there. I would not do that, especially if they're extra wet. Of course, you want to put that in the bathroom. And so I would hang like any type of lanyards that we have, our jackets, scarves, depending on what type of weather you come in, umbrellas, just little stuff like that. And then if we swivel over here to the right, before I take you in the bathroom, we do have looks like a queen size bed. Now, the reason why I said I was going to get back to you with the luggage is that there's plenty of places for luggage because the room is not that big. So you can actually put full 29-inch luggage pieces under the bed. You can put them in the corner. And then, like I said, you can put them by the door. Now, here's the themed room. We've only stayed in now All-Star Music, but we stayed in All-Star Movies twice. They have a very similar theme, if not the exact same theme. It's just that the theme of the hotel is different. And so on the side of each bed, you have this little cubby with two plugs and, there's a UVC and a USB. And then you have this light switch. You have two nice lights over to the right and the left of the bed. And then I'm going to do this a little bit later as I start to unpack, but this is a Murphy bed. It does fold down, and believe it or not, this table does fold down as well. If you do want to see the All-Star, I will link that video below so that you can see the differences in the room, if you can spot any differences. But of course, you have your traditional telephone right here. You have any type of Disney World phone numbers that you need to call on here. And then once we pull this down, it is a light along with some other cool things in there. So I'll leave that for a second. Then you do have your table. So there are two chairs. When we've stayed in here, especially if it's been like 2 or 3 of us, then we will usually eat breakfast or lunch or dinner in here if we go to quick service, and we put the bed up during the daytime unless we have both kids and everybody just wants to chill. And then you have this other section, because of the bed, that somebody wants their section over here. And so you have the 2 plugs and then the regular USB over here along with the Hey Disney. And then, of course, you have your door. Okay, so what I'm going to start doing right now is unpacking. I don't have that much stuff to unpack, but I am going to get out my things just for Disney World. Considering that I am at 2 different destinations, I made sure to put as much as possible into certain compartments so that I know where everything is, because I don't want to take everything out both suitcases. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get our Instacart items out, put them in the beverage cooler, and then I will take down this bed after I, unpack these suitcases. Okay, so first things first, it looks like it already dripped. So I went ahead and planned ahead because we flew in late at night before and was starving. So did get me a chicken salad, and the chicken is not warmed up, but it is what it is. So I'm actually going to start unpacking this and eating it. However, oh my gosh, I just realized I don't have a fork. And what's crazy is I was going to pack my travel forks and I'm like, I don't need them. But I didn't realize I was going to be this far from the front. So I think I'm going to have to walk to the front in a sprint and come back. But I got some watermelon. I tried to get some snacks that I can eat like at night, throughout tomorrow, like in the morning. And then I also brought like some little baggies where I can eat it in the park. But I plan on eating a lot in the park. So I'll put these in the beverage cooler. I also got me some little mandarin oranges. So I tried to make it where I don't need any silverware for the most part. So I can actually take this in my bag and take it to the park. But I also wanted to be smart and pack things for my early flight. So I tried to change my flight. It did not work because it was like double the amount. But I was trying to, I'm leaving at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. Now, initially the plan was to link up with my friend, but some other work stuff came up. And so I'm not going to actually see her until that evening, but that's okay. I'll still get to New York around 10 o'clock, East Coast time, and then put my bags up. By the time I get to my hotel, it's probably going to be closer to 12. And then once I, check my bags in, if my room isn't ready, then I'll freshen up and then I'll go ahead and get out in the city and start school shopping and looking around and getting some content. So also got some waters. You always want to stay hydrated. Now, I chose to get a pack of 6 because they're only, I think, like 17-ounce bottles. And so I was going to get like just 3 of the super big ones, but it was actually more than these. And so I'm like, no, and then these are actually easier to carry in my purse. I did bring my water bottle, but I don't know if I'm gonna take it to the park. I don't know. I might because it might be super hot, and I may want my water bottle with ice. So we'll see. But at least I can carry one of these. Like I can put one in my water bottle to go to the park and just hold my bottle, or put it in my bag, and then I can also take an extra one of these. So I'm thinking that I'll have one right now. So I kind of counted. I'll have like maybe one left over because you clearly can't take it on the airplane. So I'll have one tonight. I'll have one in the morning. I'll have two at the park, and I'll be left with one more that I can, or if I don't drink it before I leave, it'll just be one extra water bottle, but well worth it. Okay, and then I'm shaking. Then I did go ahead and get me some household favorites, and so I got a Bloom Little Soda. I usually get the resort mugs, but that's typically because we're on property at Disney World. I'll see if I can like pop up a picture of the resort mugs that we have. We have like 12 at home. I chose not to bring it just because it's more room. I already have my regular water bottle, and unless they were gonna pixie dust me, which means if you're not Disney, they'll pretty much give it to me complimentary, which I probably could have saw if they could have done. You usually get it for 7 to 14 days, meaning it expires after 14 days at the soda machine. And so it's a good investment. It's like 27, 23 bucks. I can't remember how much it was when we first bought it. But every time we come for a week, we always get one with the kids because, buying these waters is cool, but they have Powerade, they have vitamin water, they have soda. And I just find that it's a lot easier for everybody to get their own mug. We can just refill it throughout the day because otherwise all of these drinks are just gonna add up, if you get me. So I got those, and then I guess they didn't have but one Bloom because I only see one. So got the regular Energy Bloom. I don't know, I may have put one back, but Energy Bloom for tomorrow, and then my regular soda pop. So I'll drink those tomorrow. Make sure that is everything. And then, of course, your girl got something maybe for tonight. Probably not though, because I need to lay down and I don't want no acid reflux situation. So I'll probably have one of these tomorrow, and then I'll take one on the plane. So I'm pretty stacked up. And then of course I'm going to all the parks with all the food tomorrow: Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Magic Kingdom. Don't know how this is gonna flow yet, but I do have my lighting lanes, which allows me to, if you're not familiar with Disney World, around here allows you to skip, for the most part, the line. You may have still a 5-minute wait, but it's still better than standing in a line for an hour up to 2 hours, and it's super hot and humid. So, all right, let me take down this bed so I can show you what this looks like, and then I'm actually going to run to the front before I unpack my bags. I'm gonna see if I can find me a fork, but if I can't, I'm gonna run to the front and then come back and then take a shower and get dressed for bed. Okay, so I'm double content creating right now with my iPhone, so bear with me. All right, so I got these chairs. They are heavy. And here we go. A little loud. Pretty cool, huh? So, I don't know if you can see it. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, our little friends here. So, a light did come on. I don't know what happened, but you have them doing different things and sleeping per usual. Oh, look, they have the theme of the hotel, so that changes based on where we're at. But this is focused on music, and so let me see. Oh, there it is. All right, so there's the light right there, and my son loves this bed. He's going to be so sad when I call him back. But he said he wants to stay here too, and I told him we can knock it off his bucket list. All right, so let me unpack and go get me a fork.
Give me a run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely. Living lovely. She's lovely.
I wanna be with you. 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 I I wanna be with you.
Me, just love me.
If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still?
Okay, clock in time. First of all, look at the humidity in my ponytail, okay? So, needless to say, I am gonna be taking another scrunchie to make sure that I can wrap this up tomorrow because this is crazy. I haven't even been here for like 3 hours. So clocking in, it is 1:54. What's really important the night before you go to Disney is to charge up all of your stuff. So I'm going to set up my charging station right here and just straighten up a little bit. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I can just feel the humidity, walk outside. And also I wanna walk around and get some pictures tomorrow. So I wanna make sure that I'm well rested, but I need to make sure that I also go to sleep with feeling like everything is, in order. So let me go ahead and set up my charging station, also refill my water because like I said, it's hot. It's cooler in this room. I need to find the air conditioner button because I know when I walked in, it was like super cool. And I guess because I've been, walking around, it hasn't been, and it's just been warming up. So, all right, let me set up my charging station, this is crazy, get everything ready for in the morning and wrap up this night. Okay, before I forget, let me also show you what I actually packed because in my pack with me, I showed y'all how I prep, but I didn't necessarily show you what was inside the prep. So I brought my jean jacket just so that I can really have it for the plane when I go to New York and also when I come home since I had on this little sweater. Then I do have 2 outfits for tomorrow. I don't really know if I'm going to change. It really depends on the humidity and how I feel in my morning outfit. But this is the outfit that I got from Sam's Club. So it's like a tennis outfit. So I got the green one and I got the pink one. So decided to bring the green since I'm also going to Animal Kingdom. And I'll be right back here in less than like 40 days with the family, but wanted to try this out. The only thing I will say, which is why I brought a second outfit, is that it's like the thicker cotton. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel. So I may need to change just to like cool off, like shower and then go back out tomorrow night. It also comes with a skirt and it's very, very comfortable. I tried it on before I left home. It has the white stitching on this side, like each side. Ooh, no, just on one side. And then it has some very comfortable thin shorts underneath. So I got that for tomorrow. And then this is always my go-to, my little waffle set that doesn't have a waffle imprint on it, but got these from, I cut off the tag. I think these are from Sam's Club as well. I got like pink, blue, I got another like pastel pink now, but just brought this one. I thought this would be cute in the evening at Magic Kingdom if I did choose to change my clothes. And this is just with some drawstring shorts. So let me show you. Put them together. I'm gonna iron everything in the morning. So that way when if I change, I can just like go up on my business. So it is super like buttery soft, pockets on each side, and pair of shorts. And the shirt is the exact same material, of course. So one thing that I will say, try to buy in sets, because I know that I bought like another type of like pleated Gap, because they have a lot of Gap at Sam's Club. I bought a Gap like tennis pleated skirt, and I bought the sports bra the other day separately, but I should have bought, I think, the tank top when they originally had it. I think they had a tank top to go with it, and I didn't buy it. And then this is my OG purple. I'm actually gonna wear this in New York. I want to look cute, you know what I'm saying, when I'm walking around, but comfortable, which is why I brought my sandals. So this is my maxi dress. I don't know if they still sell these on Amazon. If they do, I'll link it below. But it has my back out with, so I just usually wear like little Skims, I'll call them tube bras, but no straps or anything like that. But your back is out right here, and then it's super, super long, but for me, I'm 5'8", so it doesn't drag on the ground. So these are my outfits for the next 2 days, and then don't leave home without them is flip-flops. So got my sandals that I can walk around the room in, and then I got these sandals for the day that I go to New York, just to take them out the suitcase. And then I have on my white Nikes right now that I'm actually gonna take off and put on my flip-flops so I can let my feet relax. But I'm gonna be wearing these to the park tomorrow, not my sandals. Okay, one of the things that I do like about all of the space is that we have enough space to put our toiletries. Also, a big upgrade to the Disney resorts is that instead of us using the bar soap, which it says bath soap, but I hate these with a passion. And so they have the hand soap, which is nice. They used to have lotion, but I guess they got rid of that. But these are the little Amazon little clear packages that I take now just because I'm tired of my makeup brushes messing up everything. So this is easy because what I also try to do intentionally is I still try to pack, unless we're gone for 7 days, I try to pack travel size items. Now, if we're gone for 7 days, I will typically pack like the regular body wash or bring at least 2 sets of these. And it's usually for me and my son, because then my eldest son and my husband, they share the Bath and Body Works, but me and my son use like other types of things for like sensitive skin. So here's my toiletry bag with, they have little cute labels, but these are my 2 soaps for my body, body lotion, I bought the travel size, the EOS, deodorant, spray, facial cleanser, and then I call it a travel mini loofah because I'm gonna throw it away as soon as I leave New York. So brought that, and then always bring extra baggies. I put the loofah in there, drain it out, and then when I go to New York, use it and then throw it away. It was $1 at Walmart. Then of course I have my OG toiletry bag here, where this is mainly everything that didn't fit in there. So it's like my hair stuff, night facial cleanser. I do use the CeraVe. I can't even pronounce it. CeraVe. But I use the night serum. This has been working for me. I used to use Fenty a lot, but to be honest, it's just the older you get and the more stuff you want to try, because I'm very experimental at this point, even though I do have sensitive skin, is it gets to a point where, like, to me, the investment in skincare, even though we care about our skin, it can get pricey. And so I was just like, you know what, I need to find another alternative. So I also have like the, what is this, SP30. It's for the AM. This also moisturizes, because I find that it is hard to find a moisturizer that actually moisturizes your skin other than drying it out. So have my other little things in here. Got my edge control, bought this on Amazon, edge fixer. And then I was trying to not bring as many big things. So this was my edge control for Fenty. It was almost empty. So I went ahead and put my, I think it's called DUOX or GOUX. I bought that for like some hair gel since I'm wearing my natural hair to let my hair breathe. So I put some gel in here because I knew this was like 3.4 ounces. So it fit in there. And then what I'm going to do tonight, just so you know, is this is going to get wrapped up. That's how I keep my hair maintained. And then I actually need to replace this in my bag today, which is my new Touchland. This is the lavender scent. And I think I got this at Walmart. No, that was at Walmart. I don't know where I got this at, but I bought this to sanitize my hands when I walk around the park tomorrow. So that's pretty much all of my toiletries. Now let me go set up my charger area. Okay, so just in case you were wondering, all those clothes, never leave home without these. Got me a set of 2. When I brought these out, what was it, for the Christmas party last year at Disney World, my oldest was like, man, you should just do like all travel stuff from like Amazon. You got everything. And I'm like, I do. And I also watch other people's videos, and then I get their stuff too. And so got scissors, but let's go ahead and get these charging stations. So I do have an external light. It's not charged up because clearly I would use it right now, but I usually clip it to my phone, especially if it's dark. So I'll probably be using this more in New York. So got that. Okay, so first things first, got to charge up my Magic Band. It should be fully charged. It's been in my bag this whole time. I literally only put it on when I checked in, so that I don't need a room key or don't need to use my phone, but that is a backup. You can use your phone, but I like my Magic Band, even though Disneyland is taking it away. I can't find it anywhere in the parks, but it is at Walt Disney World still. So I'm gonna plug this up. I also have 2 fans. So I have a handheld fan, and then I also have a neck fan, and this gets pretty high. All of us had one at one point. You can hear it. Now I swear, when it's hot outside, it definitely is blowing hot air, but it's better than, you know, nothing. So I'm gonna charge these 2 up. I also bought my Ray-Ban glasses, and I actually bought 2 pair of glasses, so I don't wear these all the time, but if I want to record versus on my phone, then I can just put these on, especially when it's time for like a parade or something like that. I'll usually hold the camera that I'm on right now, like down here, because one thing I have to remember is these glasses, I didn't realize it until I wore them on a ride for the first time. I didn't realize that they actually had cameras on both sides. So I was like trying to cover up one side because I thought they were gonna fly off my face. And come to find out, I was covering up the other camera that covered up everything. So I know now. So I'm gonna charge these up tonight, and I'm also putting this stuff down here and then I'll show you how I'm gonna organize it, because I need to make sure that I have enough cords or to swap some stuff out. So with that in mind, let me see, we got 1, and they have plenty of USBs. So 1, This is a UBC, the C, so I can do that because my I'm not using my, the laptop right now. So we got those. I also have my rechargeable battery. Now this should actually be at 100%. I'm gonna double check though, just to make sure, because I will need this in the park tomorrow, whether it be for this camera that I'm on or my phone. So let's go ahead and get this stuff set up.
I'd rather you trust me than to keep it a whole 100. Don't got you, I got.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm checking the charges. Most of this stuff actually charged when I was at home because I knew I would not have enough of those type of plugs because I left some at home for the kids. But this is something that I actually need to add for my next trip, that I need to buy these type of chargers to bring with way more that we'll have for a family for. But in the meantime, my glasses are charged up. This is charged up. I'll check them back in the morning because I'm gonna wake up a little early, and I'll let it charge if needed. So it looks like everything is good. The only thing I need to get out are my park bag essentials. And so this is something that I don't know if I will need, but I'm going to unpack it anyway. It is shoe covers. So let's see. They looked cool online. I'm just thinking, like, if I get on a ride or it starts raining, like how wet my stuff will get. So let's see what these look like. I'll pop a picture up right here so you can see, but they always compress them. Oh, it's a lot of them. Okay, if I would have known this, I would have actually not brought this whole thing. Okay, but this is good. Okay. So it looks like it comes with like a pack of like 12 for like $5. Not too shabby. So this is what they look like. They are like humongous. I don't know if these are gonna fit, but they're thin enough. So I'm just gonna put them in my bag anyway. It's not gonna hurt to put them in my bag. So I'll put those in my bag, and then I'll just pack these up. But you know who these will be good for? Is my husband and my eldest. So I'll put these back and put them on top of the suitcase. Now, what I did not realize was that these had sizes. So I definitely should have got like probably an extra small, because this is probably men's. I didn't even pay attention. I just ordered them. Horrible, horrible. So I have these for my park essentials. I also have my ears. So I'm gonna see how these wear. Since I'm going to Animal Kingdom early in the morning, I'll wear these as long as it goes with my outfit. And then when I go to Magic Kingdom at night, I'll put on my pink so I can have like my pastel colors with either this with my green if I keep it on, or I can also put it with my blue outfit. So I'm gonna just lay those out right there as well. And then last thing is my poncho. I'm actually not gonna take it out this bag. I'm gonna keep it in this bag. I rolled it up. It is actually my husband's poncho because I can't find mine. We have the Disneyland ones, but I like these because they button up, they have a hood, they're wide, so I can wear my purse under it and I won't get wet, and they're long. So I'm actually gonna keep this here because one of the other things that I just realized I need to do is repack my bag. So give me a sec. Okay, so I'm actually going to take some stuff out of my bag because there was a lot of stuff here just for like travel purposes. Hold on, y'all crooked. This thing is like wobbly. So I do have my snack bag plus my medicine bag. I'm not gonna take this full thing with me, but I need to get some particulars out, or I may take like the main medication out and keep the one that I actually need. And when I say main, I'm talking about like, you know, headache and stuff like that, because I do have a travel compartment. But like stuff like this, I have like my extra bag. I have leftover chips, tripod holder, base for phone charger, airplane pockets. So it's a lot of things that I'm actually, I'll put it in here just so that it won't get lost. So here are my other glasses. Did I not bring my other sunglasses? I did not. I don't know why I thought these were my sunglasses, like my pink lenses, and they are my son's Metas. So Guess I'll take these tomorrow too, just in case I don't want to wear the sun ones. I guess, I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna put these to the side. Now that's a bummer, because I don't want to wear the Metas like all day. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now. So, all right, I'm gonna straighten this out, get everything organized. Dental flossers, but I also have a travel one as well, but always need handbag essentials. So what I will put typically in here is my fans, 2 fans, my Meta glasses, but more than likely they'll be on my face because it's hot. Wallet, keep that close. It's pretty good. Yeah, I want to keep this like super light. Camera. And mints. So I'm gonna start separating this stuff. EOS lip gloss. Travel flosser. Handy microphone that I'm actually gonna charge tonight for this camera. And I always take these toilet seat covers. I'm a lady. And I think that's it. I'm going through this Lululemon bag, and then there's nothing in there, so I'm gonna put this also in this bag. And then in terms of what I am gonna take to the park, I am gonna take my handy dandy band-aids, because Disney, it's hard to find band-aids these days. Okay, let's see, I guess I'm gonna swap out my watch band, so I'm gonna wear this pink one. That was in my pack with me. I'll put it on here. So I'll do that. And then I'm just gonna take like 2 band-aids out of here. I'm not gonna carry this whole thing. I'm trying to minimize how many things are in my bag, because you do not wanna be hot walking around the park and then you also have a heavy bag on. I am not gonna take this tripod. I told my husband, and he was like, just don't extend it. And I said, just my luck. Maybe I'll take it and then get a locker. That's what I told him. But I'm like, I'm gonna put $6 to the side, because if they don't let me take it in, I'm gonna have to get a locker. The only thing that sucks is I would have to get a locker at every freaking location. So I'm gonna look it up tonight, and if it's looking like it's a no-go, then I'm not gonna take it. So, because I know people have like the small tripods, but that's not the same. All right, now in terms of what's in here, like, you know, I have tissue and things like that. So I'm more than likely gonna take this and just take, like, you know, I don't need this whole thing. I don't even need these medications, but this is like for a code. And if I felt that bad, I will come back to the room. But other medication, like my vitamins, I'll take an allergy pill and like put it inside of here. So this is something that I got years ago. They're not the right labels, but I know what my medication looks like. So I have my vitamins all in here. So technically, if I wanted to take one of these, I would just cut it. And then also cut up my other stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this in the park tomorrow. I have plenty of these that are still puffed up from the airplane. So I'm probably just gonna take 2 in the park. So I'm gonna take 2 in the park and leave 4 here, because I also need snacks for New York. And then I have, what is this? The Chomps turkey. I only have 2, so I'm just gonna take 1. I always keep Benadryl for allergies, but I also, if my nose starts dripping, I'm actually gonna pour like probably 2 Zyrtex inside of here. That way I can leave this in the room. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go get in the shower. The next vlog, I'm going to take y'all with me to the parks.
I got something. Hold up. We gon' function. Know some shit.